Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2020 and a deal with the Devils with Manchester United, and it is the Boxing Day fixture. We're away against West Ham. We actually faced West Ham in back-to-back games, twice in 3 days, which is unusual for the Premier League. We were originally going to do both matches, but we're only going to do the one. One, because I haven't got time to film 2 matches, and 2, West Ham were in a relegation zone, so if we beat them twice, it's hardly an amazing feat. They're in the relegation zone. But we are just going to do the one fixture today at London Stadium. We're in 3rd place at the moment, but this is a game in hand, our late kickoff on the Saturday. So we'll see how this goes. As always, if you're enjoying the series, drop a like down below, leave comments if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, to consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Also, this is my last video before Christmas Day, so if you see this before Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas, and I will be back hopefully on Boxing Day. I'm not sure how much time I'll get to film over Christmas, but I'm hoping to get my schedule right this week. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, but we'll wait and see. Last episode, it was a dull 0-0 draw at home against Tottenham. A few shots on target for either side, a few chances created, but ended 0-0. 4 matches off camera, started off with a 2-0 away win at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid, and based on what I said at the end of the last episode, if we beat Real Madrid, we knock them out, and we've done that. Real Madrid are out of the Champions League at the group stage, and Spartak Moscow are through to the knockouts. That's an amazing achievement for Spartak Moscow, but for us to do a double over Real Madrid as well, that's a difficult thing to do, but we played so well here. One of the best defensive performances of this series so far, definitely. De Gea, incredible. Everyone says that keeper ratings are broken in this game. David De Gea at 7.4, so they're working for me. But 2 goals in this one, only one of them scored by us, the other was an own goal. But Edinson Cavani scored the goal for us 26 minutes into the game, a goal in the first half. Real Madrid so many chances, and they did actually end up putting the ball in the net. It was just the wrong one. Nacho with an own goal on 89 minutes. Real Madrid with, 7 chances created? And De Gea was fantastic. The defending was fantastic. Real Madrid just could not finish their chances. 4 clear-cut chances in this game, and they've ended up with nothing. And out of the Champions League at the group stage, for Real Madrid, that has to be a first, surely. So we have had a draw for the first knockout round, and we've got Marseille, which I don't think is a bad draw considering all the other teams that finished second. We could have got Barcelona, but they ended up getting a home tie against Bayern. But Marseille is definitely a tie we can win. I think on paper we're probably favourites for that. Back to the Premier League, it was a win at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace, but what a turnaround this was. We were 2-0 down inside half an hour, but turned it around and scored 3 second half goals to win 3-2. I mean, it was a disastrous first half, but second half, big team talk, subs made, and it made a big change, and we won the game. And it was Andros Townsend getting Palace's first goal in the 17th minute to make it 1-0. His first goal for a while. Apparently he's been injured for a while. And then just before half an hour, a player that I don't recognise, Odsonne Edouard, not one I'm familiar with, made it 2-0 inside half an hour for Palace. Half time came round. It was a big team talk, a very aggressive one, and it seemed to have worked. 66 minutes into the game, Edinson Cavani with the first of our 3 goals for United, and that made it 2-1. Rashford then placed a less than impressive Martial, and he scored 2 minutes from time, 88th minute of the game, to equalise, and I would have taken a draw at that point. So at that point with that second goal, I think we had actually a 3-striker formation of Cavani, Rashford and Haaland all playing up front. But Cavani did get the winning goal in the 93rd minute. It was a 3-2 to us after being 2-0 down. It's a big turnaround. We shouldn't have been in that position in the first place though. And De Gea, again, a 7.9 for De Gea. He's doing so well. In the Carabao Cup, we needed a shootout to knock out Wolverhampton at the Molineux. It was a 0-0 draw in the 90 minutes. Not a good game at all. A few chances created once again, but no goals. And in the penalty shootout, we won 4-2. We scored all 4 of our penalties, and Ruben Neves and Cotrone had theirs saved by Mike Maignan, who's playing in the Carabao Cup instead of De Gea. But yeah, a poor game, 90 minutes. And then the shootout, we scored all 4, Pogba, Rashford, Martial, and then Haaland scoring the winning penalty. And we're through to the semi-finals, where I believe we've got Villa, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Last game we played off camera, it was a 2-1 home win against Sheffield United. And again, a bad start to the game, but we did turn it around. Sheffield United with not a lot of efforts and only 3 on target. One of those was in though, Ollie McBurney with a 16th minute goal, putting the Blades in front at Old Trafford. But we equalised on 26 minutes, Erling Haaland breaking his goal drought at long last, gave him the start to try and give him an opportunity to end his little rut. He's done so, and it's 1-1, 26 minutes. And then in the second half, Martial, who replaced Marcus Rashford, scored to give us the win. 17th minute goal for him. 2-1 win at Old Trafford against Sheffield United. And the unbeaten run continues. We haven't lost since we lost 4-0 to Man City. So 4 wins out of 4 off camera. It is Villa in the semi-finals. That is a 2-legged tie. So the first one is played on January 6th. The second one is on January 27th. I won't show Carabao Cup until we get to the final. So I won't be showing Villa on camera, I don't think. I think we'll jump ahead to maybe somewhere like Norwich or Leeds next time. I'm not quite sure. But things are going much better. Of course, it was a shaky start, as I've mentioned numerous times. Losing our first 3 matches. Losing 4-0 to City. But since then, again, we haven't lost. We're unbeaten in 10 competitive games. We're through in the Champions League. We're through in the Carabao Cup. FA Cup third round. We've got Chelsea, because of course we have. One of the 2 domestic competitions we're always going to get in one of the very early rounds. We're going to get a big team. Last season in the Carabao Cup, we got Arsenal in round 3. Went out. The FA Cup was much better. We did get through to... did we get to the final? I don't actually remember. No, we got to the semi-finals and we lost to Liverpool. But a semi-final in the FA Cup. But this time we've got Chelsea in our very first game in it. So it's a hard one to start off with. But anyway, today it's West Ham away from home. Let's have a look at the table very quickly. I did mention we're in 3rd place. We do have a game to play. So if we get any sort of result today, a point, we'll overtake Liverpool and go back into 2nd. But Man City... have not dropped points in a while, and they've only dropped 5 all season. 49 points out of a possible 54. It's going to be hard to catch them. But hopefully we can stay in the top 4. Wolves are a bit far behind. 6, well, not far behind. 6 points isn't really a big gap at all. But yeah, top 4's looking good. Hopefully we'll stay there. If we can catch Man City, we'll try our very best to try and stay behind them. But at the moment, it's not looking likely. Man City are not dropping many points at all. Douglas Costa also in that Sheffield United game gets his first assist of the season. That's the first thing he's done. Hasn't scored yet. He's got 1 assist and he's not playing today. Instead, Mata's going to go back out to the right-hand side. I'm trying to improve this partnership between Chilwell and Rashford because it's not a good partnership at the moment. I'm trying to improve it. I'm going to go Andreas Pereira. I'm going to leave Pogba out because he's not in good form. Hasn't scored nearly as many goals this season. He's scored 3. I think he was in double figures last season, so it's not been great for him. But Martial top scorer at the moment with 12. Rashford's got 7. Cavani's got 8. So yeah, the forwards are doing well. I just need a bit more from the midfield. And we have got over 50 million in the transfer budget. And I am going to buy 1 or 2 midfielders in the January transfer window. I think we need some. So I think there will be some movement in the January transfer window. But that's the team we're going to go with today. The back 4 picks itself really. Shaw and Chilwell rotate a bit. Wan-Bissaka's been injured for a while. And then you've got Tuanzebe, Lindelof, Tar sometimes will play. Maguire's been playing here and there. But yeah, the defence I'm very happy with. It's just midfield I think needs a bit of work. 4-4-1-1 for West Ham. Angelino's there, the Man City player. Diallo, Pacheco, Drinkwater. And that's it for like new players, apart from on the bench. You've got Barini, Guanelon. I don't know who's in charge of West Ham at the moment. It's Carlos Corberán. Am I familiar with that name? I don't know. Pellegrini was sacked on New Year's Day 2020, so he's been here for almost a year, Corberán. Where was he before? He was Watford assistant manager. He's been a manager in Greece. He was a coach at Leeds. Okay, obviously not doing very well with them. West Ham are in the drop zone. Not where they want to be. Pereira with a free kick here for Man United. And it's in! It's Haaland! It's 1-0 in the 10th minute. It was a header further on by Lindelof, I think it was. And then Haaland... pretty speedy run to get to it and slot it in from a tight angle. Let's see it again. Pereira with a free kick. Lindelof heads it forward. Haaland is pretty much on the line and somehow gets it in. That's a difficult goal. And another free kick here, not long after that first goal, only about a minute or 2 afterwards. It's Tonali. Dalot's got space to put a cross in. And finds McTominay. Tonali. And Mata now, Dalot, that's a good ball between Mata and Dalot. And Haaland's made it too. I mean, he goes a long time without scoring. He's got 3 in 2 now. And we're 2-0 up inside 12.5 minutes. Perfect start to this game and just really well worked goal again. Mata and Dalot, that's a really good ball. That is some really good passing between those two. And Haaland makes it too. No highlights after those 2 goals. It's been a pretty quiet game other than that. But we are looking good. We're 2-0 up. West Ham not really... look like scoring. We haven't really seen them on the ball. But things are going well. Let's keep it up in the second half. Go for some more goals, hopefully. If we can get like 4 or 5, that would be nice. We're not scoring a great deal of goals at the moment. We've scored 5 past Southampton. But I'd like to see a few more goals from us. Angelino with a throw-in for West Ham. It's Pablo Fornals, who's taken it past Chilwell. And it's Anderson. And that's blocked. But it's Angelino again. And that's blocked. Now Mata with the ball. And Lindelof with the clearance. Oh, what have you done there? Oh, no! I thought he got away with it, but then he didn't. And then Fornal scored. So, what was that? Was that Lindelof? I don't think De Gea was at fault. I think that's nonsense. I mean, De Gea's made some mistakes in his career. Not for me. He's been brilliant. But Andreas Pereira goes for a back pass. I mean, De Gea did kind of fluff the clearance, didn't he? He kind of sliced it a bit. That's unfortunate. West Ham get a goal back. Right, we're on attacking now as well. We need that third goal. I can't let West Ham equalise. That's the first chance they've had. It's the only chance they've had. Chilwell's coming forward here. Haaland's on a hat-trick. Chilwell's gone himself. I mean, the goalkeeper hasn't tried there. Chilwell just had so much time to just pick his spot and score. First goal for Man United for Ben Chilwell. Yarmolenko on the ball for way too long there. Took too long. And Chilwell, the keeper hasn't moved. The keeper's not moved. Alright, 3-1. Back in it now. Going to make a sub. Matt has been quiet, so we're going to take him off. And we're going to bring on James. Costa, not really fit to play. I should have put Greenwood on the bench, really, shouldn't I? Or Chong. Not really seen Chong much this season. And McTominay's also been pretty quiet. Danilo Pereira is injured, so he's not in the squad today. Andreas Pereira with a corner kick. It's headed away by Diop. It's going to come back to Andreas. It's James. On from the bench, and that's been given away. Angelino with a long ball. Dalot deals with that pretty easily. Going to try and get Haaland this hat-trick today. That would be nice. Missed tackle there. Anderson's still going. Still going. And he's been brought down, and it's come to Haller, and West Ham score again. It's 3-2. How are they getting these goals? It's been we've gifted them goals. It's another mistake. I mean, there was about 2 or 3 missed tackles there on Anderson. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And then it falls to Haller, and he scores. We're making this too hard for ourselves at the moment. We should not be 3-2 up. It should be 3-0. And 2 mistakes have given the Hammers goals. That's a good ball for Daniel James, though. Can he set Haaland up for his hat-trick? Haaland, oh, it's off the bar. Unfortunate. I mean, he's got so many hat-tricks in Austria. He hasn't got any in this league. Going to make another sub. I think Martial's been quiet. So with Rashford. Martial's going to come on for Rashford. Fornals has got through. It's Anderson. It's Angelino. And that's over. Right, we're going to take it off attacking. And go back to positive. Last 10 minutes of the game. I mean, we shouldn't be in this position that we are only leading by 1. Goodness me, this isn't good. Right. I want Haaland to get that hat-trick. McTominay's going to come off. Pogba's going to come on. Okay, 5 minutes left in the game. Barini is on. Former Liverpool man, of course. Gunalon's also on. And Twanzebe intercepts the ball there. Rice with the misplaced pass. It's Haaland. He's got Martial in support here. Is it Martial? I don't know. Haaland's gone for goal, though. Into injury time now. 5 minutes of that. Please don't equalise, West Ham. We can't let them score again. They do not deserve anything from this. Right, last minute of the game. Last chance for West Ham to claw this back from 2-0. What I'd really like is a 4th goal. And there could be one here. James is through. He's just got the keeper to beat. Daniel James can't get it in. Diop clears it. I mean, Daniel James can't get it in. We're still talking about football there. Don't worry. All right, we're just keeping the ball in the corner now. Going for a cross. It's headed away. Just waiting for that whistle now. Pogba just needs to keep the ball. There it goes. 3-2. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with that. The second half wasn't good. Couple of mistakes, and that's cost us a couple of goals. Cost us a clean sheet, really. But 2 quick goals for Haaland, are quite like that. Chilwell also getting his first goal for us. Going forward, fantastic. So we go back into second place, but we're 9 points behind Manchester City. So it's going to be difficult to catch them, but I mean, that gap's been closed before. So I think you can definitely expect some transfers of some sort in this January window. Of course, last January we did get Tonali. We'll see how far we can get through January, I guess. I'm going to aim for about Norwich Leeds and see if I can get to there. If we can get further, brilliant. But like I say, it's around Christmas. This is, if things go to plan, going to go out on Boxing Day. So there's not going to be a lot of time to actually play. Christmas Day, I can't be locking myself in here playing this. So I don't know. We'll see. It might be that I don't upload Boxing Day and I don't upload until the weekend, but I'm not quite sure. But we'll see how far we get. Like I said, Norwich Leeds, somewhere like that. Maybe some transfers in there as well. So we'll see how far we get. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, to consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Next episode, like I said, we're just going to get into January and just see how far we get. So I don't know what game you're going to next time. I don't know either. But for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a very Merry Christmas. Hopefully you enjoy it and enjoy the day. Spend it with your family. Spend it with people you love. And I will see you after Christmas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.